Unit 2, lesson 15. Had better or had better. Okay? Had better, British. Had better, American pronunciation. And we use had better to give advice. Okay? To give strong advice. Okay? We learned that we can use should to give advice. For example, you should study every day. Okay? You should study every day. But when you want to give stronger advice that if you don't do it, there will be some consequences, in English we use had better. Okay? Without to. Right? So you had better get back to work. You had better get back to work. Or you'd better. Okay? It's when in the spoken English, it's common to say you'd better. You'd better get back to work. If you don't get back to work, there will be some consequences. Okay? In English, we use it like, it's not we are threatening, but it's we are giving a strong suggestion. Man, you'd better get back to work. Okay? If I were you, if I were you, okay, I would do it. Okay? If I were you, I would get back to work. So in English, you use this expression, had better. Yeah, I'd better go back home. I'd better go back home. It's starting to rain, so I'd better go back home. We'd better go now. We'd better go now. Okay? We'd better go now. If you want, the translation had better is like é melhor. Okay? Had better, strong advice. Negative form, we have to use not here. Okay? He'd better not ruin tonight's date. He'd better not ruin tonight's date. You'd better not do that. You'd better not do that. The politicians had better not lie to us again. Right? So we don't use had better with don't. Just not. Okay? He'd better not ruin tonight's date. The politicians had better not lie to us again. And the interrogative form, we put had at the beginning because it's a question, right? And we separate the subject. So had better, but the subject in the middle. Had we better call before showing up? Had we better call before showing up? And this showing is the ing form because before is a preposition. Preposition rule. You learned the last lesson. Verbs after preposition with ing. Okay, so had we better call before showing up? And I can make interrogative and negative at the same time. Hadn't you better switch your computer off? Hadn't you better switch your computer off? All right? Hadn't you better switch your computer off? Não é melhor você desligar o seu computador? Hadn't you better switch your computer off? All right? Beautiful. So we have the affirmative. I'd better go back home now. You'd better do that. You'd better work harder. You'd better get back to work. Negative. You'd better not do that again. You'd better not call me in the morning. And interrogative. Had we better call before showing up? Had we better study English before moving to the United States? Had we better oh, better. Had we better study English before moving to the US? Okay? Right? Hadn't you better switch off your computer? Hadn't you better switch your computer off? All right? Beautiful. Now you're going to do some exercise to practice. All right? You're going to complete these sentences with the options that you have from letter A, B, and C. You do exercise A and the exercise B. You're going to follow the example and you're going to complete the sentences. And after that, we are going to correct the exercises together. All right? Beautiful. Let's do it. Press pause now and do the exercise. Done? Finished? Beautiful. Let's do it together. Letter A, number 1. It's almost 5. I'd better go. I'd better go to the bank before they close. Okay, I'd better go, not I'd better to go. I'd better go. Letter A. Number 2. You'd better to tell. No. You'd better tell the truth. You'd better tell the truth. Okay? Letter B. Number 3. He would better. No. He had better be or he had better been. No, not been. He had better be right about it. Okay? He'd better. When you speak English, he'd better be right. You'd better be right. He'd better be right. All right? Letter B. 4. You better don't invite. No, we don't use don't. You hadn't better. No, you'd better not. You'd better not. Okay? You'd better not invite Tom. So letter C. You'd better not invite Tom to the party if Sarah is going to be there. Okay? You'd better not invite Tom. Letter C. 5. I think we'd better teach children more. I think we'd better teach children more than one foreign language. All right? 5, letter A. 6. You'd better don't never. You'd better don't never. You'd better not express your opinion on this matter. Okay? You'd better not express your opinion on this matter. 6, letter C. 7. They'd better find a solution. They'd better to find. Never. They'd better to find. Never. They should better. No. Oof. They'd better find a solution soon, or it will be too late. They'd better find a solution soon, or it'll be too late. 7, letter A. And number 8. I had better to publish. No, we don't use to. Published. No, we don't use the past. I had better publish this book next summer. Okay? Otherwise, my money will finish. 8, letter A. Beautiful. Letter B now. If you hadn't done it, press pause and do it now. Okay, I wait, no problem. Press pause, do the exercise, and after we can do it together. Okay, let's do it. Number 1, we had better keep each other company. Okay, we had better keep each other company. 2, negative, right? Had not we better remain here for a while? Had not we better remain here for a while? It's raining heavily outside, okay? So, had better keep. This is here. Number 2, had not or hadn't. Huh? Or hadn't. We better. And number 3, I think you had better go in now. Okay, I think you had better go in now. 4, but I begin at the beginning. Okay, but I had better begin at the beginning. Okay. 5, perhaps the risk. Okay, perhaps we had better not run the risk. Okay, perhaps we had better not run the risk. Okay, we had better not. 6, but do you think you had better go? Okay, but do you think you had better go? Right? 7, perhaps I had better tell you about it. Perhaps I had better tell you about it. All right? If it was negative, I had better not tell you. Okay, if it was negative. Number 8, you make friends with us. You had better make friends with us. Okay, strong suggestion. We are super cool. We are nice. We are the boss here. You had better make friends with us. 9, under those circumstances, what she do? Under those circumstances, what had she better do? Because it's a question, right? What had she better do? What had she, for questions, remember here, for questions, we separate had, subject, and better. What had she better do? Okay? What had she better do? And number 10, the last one, you negative, okay? You had better not leave that clever creature time for reflection, okay? You had better not leave, all right? Beautiful, easy. It is super used in English. Make sure you understand it. If you still have questions, don't hesitate to send me an email on our channel and I'll be happy to answer you back so you don't have any questions about it. All right? And I see you for the next lesson for some listening activity. See you.